No. Don't try to lie. Don't try to tell me.
So, are your parents musically inclined at all?
No. We're actually the first generation of music makers in our family.
But they're music lovers. They have really good taste in music. So we feel really appreciative that growing up, our dad was playing really incredible classic rock and roll records, and our mom was always playing classical music. So they're definitely music lovers.
Yeah.
And did they heavily influence your choice of music and what you like, or did you guys kind of come up with that more yourselves?
I think it would be a heavy dose of both. I mean, in that our dad was always spinning really great records, you know, from Fleetwood Mac to Stones and Clash and Cure and like pretty much everything you could possibly want. That no music was off limits to us. And so I would think it would just, as we got older, it was more just the next step beyond what he would have showed us. That we then just started digging deeper and deeper into, you know, older cuts of different artists that we grew up liking, like Queen. Like I think the first records that we listened to as kids were Queen records, with Freddie singing. And so we literally just 3 or 4 weeks ago opened for Queen in Germany. And obviously Freddie's not there, but it was really surreal to get to open for one of these bands that we've grown up listening to ever since we were babies.
And we met Brian May, and he was
just
really
like
kind
fell
and,
over ourselves.
You know, talked to us for a long time. So it was
Lovely humans.
it's a childhood dream come true.
Yeah.
When do you guys feel like you made it almost, like where you got to that point, or is it moments like that that still kind of?
Oh, I would just say we've made it by a long shot. I don't know that anyone ever really makes it. I think one of the trickier parts of this job, and I hate to even call it a job because it's more of a passion, it's a vocation. I think it's something that you ascribe to, but it's always the carrot just out of reach, because you may play a really, really big show, but then it's like, well, what's next? Like, you have to keep kind of chasing after and keeping up with your fans. I think it's very easy to fall off people's radars and attention spans, and so to maintain relevance, to keep things fresh, it's an ongoing process. I think the moment you say that you've made it, you're writing yourself off a little bit. I think, personally. What do you think?
And I think made it is subjective as well, because we're out here doing it. We tour full time. You know, this is our job. This is our life. So in that way, yeah, we have made it. We have made it to where we can do this, and it's a beautiful thing and something we don't take for granted.
Nice answer. I like that. We have made it for 10 years. It's pretty cool. It's unusual to get to be a touring musician with no other. We've only ever been musicians, which I think is also very, very lucky.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing to be able to say. You
We
guys have
love
never
it.
had any like part-time jobs, like stunt doubles, secret
Right,
agents.
secret agents.
You've got
Besides-
such good
Well,
qualities for it.
Well, I did do that on the side once.
Stint of superheroing. Like teaching lessons. Like we'll teach music lessons occasionally, or things like that. Writing songs for jingles, car commercials.
That was a great one when you wrote the jingle for the car wash.
It was a real high moment,
Real hard.
in my opinion of myself.
I was
Yeah.
actually going to ask, like, what movie, if you could write, like, the theme track to a movie, what would it be?
That would be incredible.
That would be a really fun job. Did you ever watch True Detective, the TV series in the U.S.? It's a real cool, very dark Southern Gothic set in Louisiana, so like in
Okay.
swampland in the bayou. And I think I would really love to do a theme or a soundtrack for that TV show.
That's what I was gonna say. Something set in the South, like the Southern Gothic.
Because that's like our thing. That's our jam.
Incredible. Yeah.
Is
That'd
True
be really
Detective
fun.
still going on?
Yeah, I think they're on the 2nd season.
You've heard it here first. These are the girls to ask for the new music for it.
I think there is talks of a 3rd season, so I'm
So
just
hey.
saying.
Getting our claws in.
But you've got to put it out there for it to come back.
it's true.
Speaking of which...
Okay.
Oh,
Are these mine or
oh
these
this
yours?
is probably going to go well for you guys. School nurse.
School nurse.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I got a tramp stamp, and I generally go topless.
Amen to that.
And you know, I just want to
Very
appeal to
popular
all-
school nurse.
I want to appeal to all the kids, so I'm trisexual as well. So we're good to go. All the bases covered.
Trisexual.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Soak it
Is
in.
that on the CV?
Oh my gosh.
Some of these I'm not sure how I'm supposed to work in, like hot dog. Free hot dogs for
There you
every
go.
person who comes in.
Hot diggity dog.
I'm a hot mess,
I sense a theme.
and I've got a hook for a hand.
Bedside manner would be on point.
Who wouldn't want this person to examine them?
It's the hook for the hand that wins it, I think.
Oh yeah, well done.
You seem to be doing well at
Yes,
this.
I
Guys.
know.
You've got a career outside of music.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Me on the
You
other
should probably
hand-
keep up with the music.
Exactly. You might want to go home and practice on your guitar a bit.
Yeah. So, like, with it though, you guys have changed a lot from when you first started to now where you guys are. We had a little look at some of the photos from...
Oh Lord. It's true. We started off in music technically when 3 and 4 years old, playing classical violin and piano as little kids.
Okay.
I took very rigorous lessons and all that. And then we went to a bluegrass festival when we were in our early teens, and went from playing classical violin with the cummerbunds and the little suit jackets.
Cummerbunds and everything?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
You're serious
yes,
then.
very
Oh, yes.
serious. To playing, she picked up slide guitar, she picked up the dobro, and I picked up mandolin and banjo, and we started playing at bluegrass festivals and started improvising, and writing our own songs and singing on stage, and that's really, I think, when our interest in music really blossomed, because it was so fun and engaging, and the ability to really put yourself into the music.
But that was the Lovell sisters.
Yeah.
That was all roots, acoustic music,
Americana.
string band, and we toured like that for 5-6 years.
And that's where all of the really stellar photos have come from. Because, I mean, it's really strange because, you're 15, 16, the most awkward phase that you can possibly being we were on stage in front of people, making those horrible fashion decisions.
We're gonna go to anybody's teenage photos and see what you look
It's
like.
horrible. It's
It's
ours
like
just
you're
happen to be
growing-
on. You Google image
I
search
know.
my name and those photos come up. It's horrible.
It's like you're growing up in the public eye, so it's a little
a
uncomfortable.
small public eye, but no, nonetheless, it's there. That shit can be found pretty
Even
easy.
Facebook.
Oh,
You
yes.
see, if you go back, are you guys on Facebook? Yeah.
It's,
You go back, you're like, what was I thinking?
it gets gnarly pretty fast.
Yeah, and even till last year, you're like, oh my gosh.
I know. That's true. I think it's fun. It's okay, what's your best hairstyle you've ever had? It's well, the one I'm gonna have next. What's the best show you ever played? The next show. It's always that. I do as humans that we cast ourselves forward. It's we always dream that we're gonna do better.
I
We are
actually
gonna do
like
better.
that. I hadn't thought of that way before.
It's true though.
So,
I
yeah.
think it's true.